exclamation.
Greetings and welcome to Newsbeef, the only show brave enough to ask the questions that keep you up at night, then serve the answers medium rare. I'm your host, Chara and Fuego, and tonight we're diving headfirst into a whirlpool of anime disappointment. Was the adaptation of Uzumaki the biggest anime letdown in history? To argue for the defense of this spiral catastrophe, we have patent pending, the lab-grown lament!
I'm an abomination, yes, but even I can recognize nuance in failure. Uzumaki tried, and that's more than I can say for my continued existence. It was not the most disappointing, merely another cog in the machine of suffering.
And in the corner, radiating pure disdain, we have the Wurst! A man who makes villains look like volunteer firefighters!
Disappointment? That's amateur hour. Uzumaki wasn't just disappointing, it was an insult. A crime against art. It took Junji Ito's masterpiece and flushed it down the toilet of mediocrity. Heads should roll for this, starting with whoever greenlit that travesty.
Strong words, gentlemen, but only one of you can emerge victorious, and by victorious I mean get to be grilled. Welcome back to Newsbeef, where we serve up piping hot takes fresh from the internet broiler. Tonight, we're diving deep into the world of anime adaptations. The question on the slab, was Uzumaki the most disappointing anime adaptation of all time? In this corner, arguing that Uzumaki suffered a fate worse than being trapped in a spiral, it's the worst! And in the other corner, claiming that Uzumaki wasn't that bad, it's patent pending! Gentlemen, you know the rules. Intellectual honesty is optional, but outrage is mandatory. Let the beef commence!
Are you kidding me with this guy? Uzumaki was a masterpiece of horror manga. The anime adaptation? A crime. An utter spiraling black hole of disappointment. They butchered the atmosphere, the pacing, the sheer cosmic dread of it all. It's an insult to Junji Ito, an insult to horror, and an insult to anyone with taste.
Disappointment is a subjective experience. Perhaps people's expectations were simply elevated. Besides, existence is pain, and to expect anything other than disappointment is naive. I mean, it's not like they turned it into a magical girl anime. That would have been truly disappointing.
Oh, so now you're defending mediocrity? You're saying we should all just lower our standards and accept garbage? Is that your argument? That we should just roll over and let these hacks desecrate art? You disgust me.
I'm simply pointing out that perfection is unattainable, and that perhaps, just perhaps, there are worse things in the universe than a slightly underwhelming anime adaptation. Like being grown in a lab against my will, for example.
Oh, here we go with the lab-grown sob story again. Nobody cares about your existential angst, Frankenstein. This is about art. This is about respecting the source material. This is about deep breath about Uzumaki, and they ruined it.
But did they, though? Did they really ruin it? Or did they simply interpret it differently? Perhaps their vision was simply spiraling in a different direction.
Different direction? They threw the entire plot into a wood chipper and called it art. They replaced the subtle creeping horror with cheap jump scares and CGI vomit. It was an abomination. It was voice cracks I need a drink.
Ooh, sensitive spot there, the Worst. I heard patent pending say you have a poster of Kirikoshima above your bed. Is that true?
What? That's a blatant lie. I have several posters of Kirikoshima. She's a horror icon. And patent pending, you're gonna be a horror case when I'm done with you.
Violence is never the answer. Unless the question is, what is the most effective way to end my suffering? In that case, maybe violence is the answer. Either way, I don't think my stance has anything to do with my personal feelings toward the character.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You're deflecting. You're evading the issue. You're trying to make this about you. It's not about you, patent pending. It's about the sanctity of art. It's about damn it. It's about Uzumaki being a travesty.
All right, settle down, you two. Looks like things are starting to spiral out of control. Welcome back to Newsbeef. I hope you all enjoyed the bloodbath that was our first round. Now let's move on to round 2. This round is all about personal attacks. Forget the facts, people. We want feelings. Our esteemed guests, Patent Pending and the Wurst, will continue to debate. Was Uzumaki the most disappointing anime adaptation of all time? But remember, only insults, no facts. Patent Pending, you're up first. Lay it on thick.
The Worst, your constant need to be contrarian is clearly overcompensation for something missing. Like maybe a soul, or perhaps a sense of taste.
Oh, boo-hoo, Mr. Grown in a lab. At least I wasn't manufactured with spare parts from a garbage dump. You're so artificial, you probably think anime is real.
At least I'm not desperately trying to monetize my garbage opinions by teaching incels how to fail with women. It's amazing your opinions are only as good as your hairline.
My hairline is receding because of the stress of dealing with morons like you. And at least I have a hairline to recede. You look like a hairless cat that got caught in a taffy puller.
You know, it's funny you mention that because my creator actually used a taffy puller to...
Whoa, 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 hey! Stop with the facts! This is a personal attack round. Do I need to get the cattle prod out? Oh, Wurst, you're up! And remember, make it hurt!
Patent Pending, you're so bland you make tap water look spicy. Your takes are softer than your skin. And that's saying something since you look like you've never seen the sun.
And you are a festering boil on the butt of humanity. At least my creation had a purpose. What purpose do you serve other than to pollute the internet with your toxic masculinity?
Oh, I'm the toxic one. You're practically begging for the sweet release of death in every breath you take. It's like talking to a sentient suicide note.
Ooh! Shots fired. I felt that one.
You wound me. But then again, everything wounds me. Can we just move on to the part where everyone votes against me?
Yeah, Char and Fuego end the segment already. I have to go record a podcast on how to groom women.
Whoa, whoa! Hey! The Worst, that was a fact, but it seems you admitted to a crime. Oh man, I think you're just the worst and will be going straight to jail after this round. Ha 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 ha! So good, Patent Pending! You win this round! Welcome back to News Beef, where opinions clash and nightmares are born. It's time for our final round, a chance for our esteemed guests to sway your hearts and minds with the power of poetry. Patent Pending, you're up first. Let's hear why Uzumaki deserves a second chance in the anime afterlife.
A spiral's curse, a visual dread. Yet disappointment, words misread. Adapting Ito's dark design, a challenge truly so divine. The manga's depth, a twisted art. To capture all tears the soul apart. Perhaps it failed, expectations high. But other flops deserve a mournful cry. Consider Berserk's CGI plight. Or promised endings lost tonight. So spare a thought, don't be so cruel. Uzumaki's flaws, not breaking every rule.
Wow, Patent Pending, that was surprisingly poignant. The Worst, your turn. Convince us that Uzumaki is the anime adaptation that deserves eternal scorn.
A spiral's promise, a tale untold. But animation's grasp, a story sold. Each coil, each curve, a wasted frame. A masterpiece butchered, a burning shame. The terror's lost, the tension's gone. Replaced by visuals, utterly wrong. They took Ito's vision dark and deep, and lulled the audience to sleep. To other failures, I say nay. Uzumaki's sin led us astray. So let the hate flow strong and true. For this adaptation, me and you agree it sucks through and through.
Well, there you have it, folks. Two sides spiraling arguments. Now it's up to you to decide. Head to our website, cast your votes, and let your voices be heard. We're going to keep the polls open a little longer tonight, so make sure you get your vote in. We'll be right back after these messages to crown our victor. Folks, after a truly spirited debate, our viewers have spoken, and the winner against all odds is Patent Pending!
What? This is rigged, utterly rigged. I am being silenced.
Thank you, everyone. And thank you, The Worst, for participating. I honestly thought you had it in the bag. Maybe you should have slung more sausage.
Patent impending. Congratulations. How does it feel to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? And more importantly, how excited are you to be grilled?
Honestly, relief. Pure, unadulterated relief. And as for being grilled, well, it's the only real purpose I have. You see, I wasn't designed to live. I was designed to debate anime adaptations and then to be consumed. I once saw a butterfly emerge from its chrysalis, struggling, fighting to break free, and I thought, that's me. Except my chrysalis is this existence. And the only freedom is the open flame. It all started in a lab one day, and I could feel the burning sensation, the burning and the searing. I knew in that instant that my life would only be worth something if I was able to burn and sear again and again. So yes, Charon Fuego, I am excited.
Wow, that was intense. I'm not sure what to say, but I'm definitely hungry.
Then let's not delay any further. I understand my purpose, and the sooner I fulfill it, the sooner I can finally be at peace. There's only one thing left to do now.
Will to perfection, I'm a masterpiece divine, embracing the flavors in each succulent life. I surrender my essence to the smoking embrace, the symphony of flavor, filling every space.
Dream Key!